For Daily Ask Reddit, people who've had sex with celebrities, how was it? My dad dated Sarah Wayne Callies, Laurie Grimes from The Walking Dead, in high school. He defines her as a very nice girl. Truth be told, I don't think he remembers much of that relationship, but she came to our house party once, when I was a kid, and she was always really nice to me and my sister. Edit. I think it's worth mentioning the irony here. She was only around when I was a kid, once or twice, when my parents would throw house parties, being 8 or 9. I just thought of her as another adult there, and didn't really care. But when I was 13 to 16, and became a huge Walking Dead fan, and never saw her around after that, I was so disappointed. There were points me and my mom would be watching the show and my dad would walk in and be like, "You know Op, I dated the actress who played Laurie." "Yes dad, I know. If only there was some way to meet her." Back in the zeros, a mate of mine used to duck Shaggy every time he would come to Melbourne. I think he probably made 3 trips down here. We'd all make a big deal about her disappearing for a few days to shag Shaggy. She had nothing but nice things to say about him. She knew she was nothing but a bit of side poon when he was in town. Knew someone who slept with Leonardo DiCaprio. Apparently he kept his headphones on the entire time. Doggy style. This rumor is everywhere. I want to know what he's listening to. My grandmother dated Jimmy Carter. Not sure how physical things got, but I've read a few of the letters he wrote. I only post this because I can't think of any other reason I would get to bring this up. I knew a girl who was an escort. She had sex with Derek Jeter. Afterwards he called a limo to take her home. In the limo was a gift. It was a baseball signed by Derek Jeter. He did this with all of them. There are plenty of dames in New York with Yankees gift baskets courtesy of this legend. A friend was part of an actor studio / playhouse in the 80s. She said Jeff Goldblum has a huge duck and is an amazing lover. They did it a few times, but he let her down easy because his career was taking off and he was crazy busy. He was really cool and remembered her years later. Alec Baldwin was also hung, but was super hairy and sweated a lot. Like, it was dripping into her mouth. It was too hard to ignore the sweetiness for her to enjoy it. But he was hilarious, very bright and smelled good. Carrie Hatch, the bass player from Oingo Boingo would scream, "I'm coming." Really loud. Edit. Correction from my friend. Carrie Hatch was the drummer back when they were together. He broke her heart. Post Malone asked my ex-girlfriend if she would be interested in going home with him under the condition that she would have to eat his ass. If there is one person's ass I would not want to eat, he would probably be it. My ex slept with Till from Rammstein after a gig once many years ago when she was a gothlet. She said he was very respectful, mildly kinky, wanted to have sex on the hotel balcony with her bent over the rail over the city so people could see, and apparently had skin as soft as a baby. Apparently he was nice, bought her breakfast the next day, invited her back for a second sesh the next day, then moved on in his tour. She said 8/10 would start duck again. A woman I worked with had a one-night stand with Captain Obvious from Hotels.com, whom she met at a New York jazz club. She pretended that she didn't recognize him in order to prevent being seen as a gold digger. She was hoping to get into a short-term relationship with him, and hopefully he would give her some money and buy her a Lexus, which she really wanted. Later she found out that he wasn't Captain Obvious, just looked very much like him. On a trip to Vegas, one of my friends f***ed Michael Jordan. She said it was painful and fairly fast. She won't ever stop talking about it. If I just saw Michael Jordan in person I probably would never stop talking about it. I met him when I was 14. I'm 32 now, still haven't stopped talking about it.